Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a Just Because reading. Now, they're working on my roof, and it gets kind of loud at times, okay? But I'm having something run through my spirit. So if you are fresh and new on this channel for the first time, welcome. I could come across churchy, but I'm not. I'm very spiritual, and I'm free in my spirituality, okay? And I use the scripture, the living language, the tarot, the runes, homemade decks that Jehovah has had me sit down and just listen to the spirit and write upon and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, like I said, I've done a couple of videos today and talked about how they're working on my building and stuff like that. So hopefully it won't be hard for you to sit here and listen to this. But it is what it is. I don't know if it got uploaded. So I guess if you're watching this, then it got uploaded. All right. So I did a reading. I did a reading just a minute ago, and it was very profound. Most of that reading was done with words only. And something came out in that reading, and your cousin came out in it. Something was dug or in the ground, or there was just really some profound things come through my spirit about that. And there has been a cousin of mine that I have tried to contact, but when I have contacted this person, because there was like a falling out between us, and they have tried to contact this person, and just all of a sudden something with my technology just changed or got cut off, or the app would go away. Just crazy stuff. As you all know, those of you who have followed my YouTube channel for 3 years, people who have been on it have been trying to play a little game. That's a nasty game. Really, it's a nasty game. We had a church organization come out in one of my readings today, and that other reading that I just was telling you about, it came out in that reading as well. And the divine had stated to stop hating, because there's been a lot of things that have taken place spiritually with some people that's just really gone south. And I know people have died in the process of all this stuff that's happened in my life for the last 3 years because of just wicked organization, okay? False organizations, okay? I say all the time, the devil goes to church just as much as the righteous person goes to church. We could read about it all through scripture. Sorry. And I stated on one of my readings today, and I'm going to use the Hebraic. I'm going to do this face to face with you all. I also stated on one of my videos today that, so my process started with me doing tarot, and it was a huge deal for people in my family. And it's because people don't sit down to know who you are. If they did know who you were, they wouldn't have pointed the finger, and they would have, weighed a matter out. And not just go off the handle and just really see the heart of a matter, because it really is a heart thing. What you and I do is really a heart thing. There's a lot of people that do tarot that their heart's upright just as much as the devil goes into the church. There's positive and negative in any kind of organization that you and I can find it. That's why we got to get out of the way, quit putting titles on people, and really listen to the divine. What does the divine say? You know when somebody's genuine or not. You just know it. If somebody's talking to you, if they can't look at you in your eyes, something's wrong. That's your first indicator that something's wrong. We also have people that will look you right in the eyes and lie right straight in your face. And if you don't have the Holy Spirit on the inside and pay attention to that little check on the inside, you're going to be taken for a ride every single time. I don't care who the person is. Okay, if somebody's truthful, first of all, they really will look way down in you and hold the look there with all sincerity and prove what they say. Okay, it's not just by what somebody says, it's proven who you are. Okay? A lot of people have gone through a really yucky process with me, and over and over and over, even in my ups and downs, and I don't have nothing to hide on my camera. People have seen the good, the bad, the ugly. And I've also gotten on this camera and have said, you know, meet me here. Let's talk. And got nowhere. And I'm talking about people that literally should have been upright, righteous, and humble people. Okay? Right out of my own family. Right out of your family. Right out of organization. People I thought I maybe have even known as a friend. And nobody ever met me. I think that's a shame. But not to get sidetracked or anything, but because I talk about this stuff all the time, I want to pull some cards on what was coming out on, and I don't know that I'll unlock that video. I'll just tell you a little bit. Somebody has, I don't know who it was for, but it was hitting me like it was my own family. Can't say that it was. I can't prove it, except I know the voice of the divine. Okay. At the same time, we're supposed to test everything also, but I sit and asked a question. He answered me yes, yes, yes out of 2 decks. Okay. And there's a connection here with my family member, with something that's taking place where something's dug up, or there's a connection to either a death to that connection, or it's an actual person, or it's paperwork, or it's something to do with some type of a document, or it's connected to a field, or whatever it was. So I want Jehovah, maker of heaven and earth, that's seen everything, whatever I'm supposed to know about it, to reveal to me. Okay? Jehovah, what do you want to say about this? Because I know that you see in my heart what I'm asking about entirely. I thank you that you bind, block, and rebuke all negative, dry, wicked forces right here, right now, and command it to be shoved right down to the pit of hell where it belongs. What can you tell me about this situation, please? Yeah, there's a 4-wheeler or a 3-wheeler energy, or somewhere that's got a field somewhere. I see blonde hair. I see a Jeep. I see some type of clarification. And somebody could be involved that spits. I want to say that also came out in that reading. Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here? I know that you know all things, and nothing is too difficult for thee. Nothing. So excrement is here. And we just did a reading the other day, and this word came out. Someone of interest is on the other side, but there's something really filthy and dirty, and there's some type of issue involved in the situation. The word for excrement is, at the root meaning, is the sa. It's TSA. Is that an airline? It seems like there's some type of airline. I don't know. For whatever reason, maybe there's just an airline connection. Anyway, it's the ox head and the moon energy. And so the ox head is Taurine energy, if we want to look at it as from the zodiac. And the moon would go back to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it represents the mother and children. The ox head is connected to... In the tarot, I have many of you all know, so many of you who are brand spanking new, if you're watching this, in my tarot deck, in the Rider-Waite, I have taken the upper cards of the deck and corresponded them with the Hebraic pictograph living language, because it actually is part of it anyway. And I've got it written on the Magician card, which would be Gemini, but that's actually would be in the Hebraic language, would be the ox head, which is somebody who gets up and leads a clan. So it would be the 3rd house and the 2nd house together then on that card. My God. There's an issue there between those 2 houses, apparently, where the mother or a child connection with some type of situation is filthy. There is what's running through my spirit. Just let me process on camera with you all, because I'm part of a soul group, And whatever the divine needs to bring out to let me be touched with my own family, it's for a cause for somebody else too. It is. So the T, the S, and the A, person, place, or a thing, first, middle, or last name, is coming out here. And there's someone of interest on the other side of that card. We also have benefits coming out here, and somebody who enjoyed somebody's company here, whatever that means for any given person. We have a red cap, a red shirt, or red shorts, or something red connected to the situation. We also have a at a cafe, which is a restaurant or somewhere public where other people are connected. But what else do you want to bring out about this situation? Because there's benefits here. If somebody enjoyed somebody's company and something took place, because there was, like I said, there was a document there in that reading, and I was perceiving that before the document came out, and it came out. It was at the bottom of the deck. There was a bouquet there. There was a young man there, or a significant male energy that came out. And what else was there? But there were, the police department was there. A pug dog was there. The word dog was there. PG was there, which would go back to movies industry. A pig was there, which is the derogatory name for the police department, unfortunately. But nasty excrement type issues are found with that connection. That's why we have the police. And those of you who are in the upright, thank you for your service. So we have the word examine here, and the word is hacker. A hacker. That's either somebody who's coughing and has respiratory problems, or they're a hacker as far as a serial killer. Okay, whatever. That could be true for any given person, because as I have taught on my channel, energy and spirit's going to express its way out in every single form that it can be attached to the definition of that thing. And we know that's the truth. 2H connection is here, and 2 H's is existence. And then the letter Q is here, which would be the sun energy. And then there's an R here. So the R, if I just want to take each one of these letters at what they are, because they still make up the word. Then the R, the Resh, is the head, the man, the boss, the chief of something, or the firstborn, or something like that. The Q is the sun, governmental things. Somebody could have been connected to the government or worked for the government. Or if they were sick and a hacker, then something governmentally, maybe medically was there. We had surgery and something medical come out in that reading as well. Where am I on time? And then the H could either be the Het, which is, it is the Het showing up here. But the Het is spelled H-H-E-T. But I guess this word is spelled H-H-Q-R. It's the passing from one space to the next. The pictograph of the Het is the what looks like a wall or a ladder. Somebody was trying to protect something that whatever got forced with either the head area, coughing, hacking, or what got hacked, or what was known or exposed with the sun. Then there was some type of examine. This word means examine. Okay, if we're talking about doctors and things like that, this goes back to searching or finding something or seeking for something, or some type of an examination is here. So blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Jehovah. But if we had church-like energy come out and somebody who gets up and leads a clan that's showing here, and we got a mother connection here with the situation, and the divine had to come out and say, quit hating, then somebody didn't want to go see Elohim in the upright fashion because they weren't a peacemaker. If they were a hacker, and all they did, because we had somebody who spit all the time, and if you're just spitting out words, that thing's going to also manifest how you can spit naturally, because what's in the spirit first is literally going to come out through the body. It really, really will, people. It really will. We have scripture itself that states that just envying somebody will rotten the bones. That's huge. That's huge. And when the divine told me to heal thyself, physician, heal thyself, we have the power within to do that. So anyway, there's some type of benefits here, or somebody was on benefits, but there's some type of hacking situation, and there's a red cap or short or shirts connected to something that had, I guess, took off at some type of a cafe for some people. If somebody was enjoying somebody's company, and if somebody got into a third-party situation and they were in a long-term marriage or something like that, and either their spouse died or they hacked their spouse so that they could go on to be and to do something with this other person, or whatever that is, then that's what's coming out. I mean, you're not going to have jail and prison come out on a reading unless something's freaking happening, okay? Unless you just work for the law, and that's just what you do, and that the energy was just playing out on that end of the deal, then that's what it's showing for whoever that is. We do have Candy here, and then somebody's name could be Candy. We also have Split, and so Candy, and somebody hacked on coughing up because of some type of candy, then that's what's showing, because we do a red hat would also go back to the head area. So all this energy is here, but split, if somebody was split, yeah, there was a horrible storm here. Somebody's afraid. Well, I'm sure, because the divine says everything. There's education, school, a teacher, a college, and a student also here. I'm going to take some cards here. Everything that has been hit, everything. Even the most secretive type, precise little thing that, or I'm not saying, I don't care how much you put into taking care of every little detail. If it was done in secret, Jehovah's word is not going to return void. Something about the secret was left. There was something left. Even if you destroyed the evidence, there was something there that Jehovah's seen that will make it come to the surface. I don't care what it was, people. I don't care. Jehovah's seen all of it. There's some type of evidence somewhere. There is. And it's on somebody's property. And somebody either had connection to dogs, or a pug dog, or something like that. I don't know. All I know is Jehovah said, your cousin. Okay, well, we have the truth coming out here. And we also have a wish fulfillment of something as well. We also have overindulging energy as well. And somebody obviously was a narcissist for some people, and something went the other way and they were out of balance. Really, really big. Okay, this is a higher mind as well. Travel situations here. Teaching. We have education here as well. This karmic stuff. But it's real bad exaggeration in the negative. That's the hand of the divine. That's the yod. That's an authority energy. We have somebody who leads a clan here with the ox head. There's the devil. And obviously we're looking at devilish things. Also a boss energy. That's X. Or somebody who is, like I said, if this is an overindulging energy for somebody, and the will is also that, then we've got somebody that's had an addiction. or over the top protective of something. Okay, because the wheel goes back to protection. The devil energy would be overbearing type addiction within protection then, if that's what this is. And somebody just over the top was, we did have a heavy drinker come out twice in that reading. It came out in two different decks, homemade decks. We do have the husband here. We have older people here. The devil goes back to older people. Bosses are here. The law is showing up here. There's a tavern showing itself up here. There's sex here. Now this was just at the bottom of the deck as well. It's a new conception that also in the runes can go back to legal things as well. But we have, if I just want to take the cards for what they are, we have Aries, Sagittarius, and Capricorn out here. And technically the Nine of Cups isn't a card that we would call out the signs, but it's water, but so it could be a water sign and just have water in their chart somewhere heavy. But it's definitely showing drinking energy and overindulging stuff and sex and sexual addictions are here in a really big over the top way showing itself here. Somebody's very protective over something, or was. And somebody's real protective over something that's being examined or being sought out to be found. What else, Jehovah, do you want to bring out here? It could have been storming horribly when something took place, if somebody got drunk. And then that's what it's showing. This is back and forth energy here. A decision was made, or they knew what they were doing and they just had to get drunk. If somebody was forced to do something by a boss, or they were blackmailed, and then somebody made a decision, well, if I got to do this, I'm going to get really, really drunk. Drunk as hell to do it, is what would be showing here. And then they had to protect what they did. And there's benefits connected to this, or whatever that is. That's also industry stuff there. We have a child, or a message, or a good solid message, or a job. There is obviously collaboration and finances and fortune showing and stuff here. Nobody does crap without, money talks, right? What a shame. Full. Well, if we're talking dogs, and we are, because the dog came out here, the Fool and the dog has the connection, as we always say. Somebody could also have had a bird. That ain't going to be for everybody. But there's a peacock here, or there's some type of peacock connection, or pride and conceit is here with the devil energy. High-minded, genius stuff, but not that genius. Somebody's on the chain. This rebellion energy. And this is also really quick, fast-moving. The truth is up in this deck. Communication, a real fast talker here. And somebody was in their mind, in their head area. I'm getting two pictures here of somebody having freaky looking hats on here. If I just want to take the picture for the hats, okay? And somebody wear a mask. And somebody blind as a bat, okay? Or didn't see something coming. This is an aviation card as well. Like I said, somebody, if TSA, I want to say that that's an airline or something close to something like this. Come through my spirit. But you have travel here. And somebody got caught doing something on travel trip or something like that. And somebody just went wild in some type of situation than they did. So travel really is coming out here in Cupid's arrows. We have fast moving energy here as well. I am seeing a body of water and a dolphin and a ship in the background and the moon. Again, I'm seeing hills, like I was picking up like heels and stuff. Something might be buried by some type of heel. Somebody could be, this ain't gonna be for everybody, but I'm hearing the circus. There could be a connection to a circus or something. I don't know what that is. Something been going on for a long time here. Yes, somebody knows that somebody's used something because they can perceive what's taking place here. Or a travel trip and a choice was made. Somebody has a mask. Give me a second. Somebody has a mask in their house, and at the movies. Jason. There was a mask that's coming through my spirit that I've seen with my natural eyes. And there's like nails all over the mask itself. We got two people here with a mask on. And I don't know what movie that would have been in, but there's nails all over the mask itself. Oftentimes we get piercing type energy and nails and a tent peg, whatever that is. And oftentimes we've also seen a hammer. Jehovah. What do you want to bring out about this? We got a sigh. Well, this goes back to widow type energy. Constancy is here. Well, somebody's a widow. Yeah, somebody's mental. Somebody mental. That's sick energy, right? Well, somebody gonna hack somebody. And they're on benefits. They're sick. Again, there's that ship. It just will not leave me alone. It's in the background of this picture here. Watery energy. I'm gonna take a trip on a good old constellation. We have a yes out here. I have the name Rick out here as well. RQ is a Rick and a rake and a rock. We also have a hare here, which would go back to that's a rabbit connection. Somebody could have rabbits. We also have a goat here, which would be the goat horns are showing. That's a ga. That ga came out. The husband. Show me more, Jehovah. We have the cat out here and it's falsity out here. That cat really has come out really big. Given Okay, there's the priest. Okay, I was just fixing to say, it doesn't have, maybe there is a Catholic connection, I don't know, but the person could have been connected to a church organization was coming out. All right, we get the priest and the cat, and I was fixing to say something just to make the reference to a preacher type energy, and it's here. It's here, and it's somebody went on some type of a blind date or something like that. There's the death card right there. And somebody's in despair, or was. Hostile energy is here, people. There's a skull, and I want to say that I seen the word skull when I first got started. There's a lot of fortune connected to this stuff. And it's connected to my cousin. And we got all kinds of connections that some people can figure out what I'm talking about. We have law here. We have death here. We have mental issues here. Or somebody who just went sad, or something's taken place. I don't know. But by God, I do know that when I've tried to contact this person, something's been strange with my technology. Okay? And there's some huge connections here that came out in this reading. And we have a yes here. So my camera's going to flip off. So until next time, y'all. Shalom.